Skateboards come in a variety of shapes and sizes, the most common being popsicle and Naruto eating ramen. Now, popsicle boards are so common you can throw a nickel to the west and hit 3 of them boys. However, some skateboard companies decide, you know, maybe people don't want to ride the traditional popsicle shaped board, and so instead, they just make the skateboard shape whatever they ding-dang feel like. Welcome to The Boardroom, a series where we dive into the wonderful world of skateboard art. Now let's begin our presentation, folks. Since the dawn of time, skateboard companies have been wanting to give skaters a weird and wacky way to ride skateboards for no other reason than because they felt a little goofy and quirky that day. But like any great historian, I wanted to dive deeper. I wanted to find some of the weirdest and wackiest boards on the internet.com, and that's exactly what I did. So I dug, and I was hoping that, you know, metaphorically, I might find some rare dinosaur bones. But instead, I metaphorically found 40 copies of Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill on Blu-ray, aka I found garbage. Actually, most of them are pretty cool. Some of them are just copies of Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill on Blu-ray. Now, of the skateboards that I found, are any of them practical for riding around the neighborhood? Probably not. Are they very cool art pieces you could hang up in your house? Debatable. Honestly, it depends on which one you're going with. If I walk into your house and I see this pizza board hanging up on your wall, I'm gonna assume you're just a big fan of hot triangles. However, if you got the sandwich board up on your wall, I'm out of there in 3 seconds flat. The sandwich board isn't like a real board, by the way, like no company makes it. I just saw it on like 15 different websites, and since I had to look at it so much, I decided you had to look at it. Now, upon my research into the deep web, I found out that a lot of skateboard shapes are inspired by one particular thing: animated characters. For example, one of my favorite boards that I found here was the SpongeBob Wedgie board by Cruz Skateboards, and not only is it a great reminder of how wonderful my middle school experience was, but it has just a subtle enough 3D vibe to it that just makes it very, chef's kiss. Send it out. Tell him compliments to the chef. Wait, in this scenario, wasn't I the chef? I'm confused. Next, we have the Rick and Morty board here by Primitive Skateboards, and yes, this does seem like a nightmare to ride, but kind of cool wall decor. Now, of course, we can't talk about weird cartoon character skateboards without bringing up America's #1 family, the Simpsons skateboards by Cruz Skateboards. You got the matching Homer and Marge skateboard set, the perfect him and her gift for any wedding. Of course, you can't forget about the Duff beer can skateboard for the man cave, cause that's the way of the man cave. Now, for some reason, there is a small space where weebs and skateboarders intercept, and for some reason, skateboard companies love to target that specific audience. Now, I don't know why they target this specific audience. I'm not a weeb, I've never been a weeb, you can't prove it. Hey, post-production Zach, remember to blur out my Pokemon tattoo?
I don't know if I have time for that right now. I mean,
okay, fine. It's whatever. Don't worry about it. There is a lot of anime-related skateboard shapes out there. I don't know why. I blame Primitive Skateboards. They seem to be doing 90% of the damage. Now, I already mentioned the Naruto eating ramen skateboard shape, but that's borderline lame when you could be riding all 7 Dragon Balls, baby. There are 7 Dragon Balls, right? I was never a big DBZ fan, you know? Now, who could forget the original Zaddy? Goku.
Oh, man!
This board is so beautiful. Wish I could take it to prom. And last but not least, we have the Pokemon Cruisers by Bear Walker. Now, these are probably the most practical cruisers we've seen so far, but they're also handmade, so like, why would you want to ruin that? Okay, but what if you aren't really into DBZ or Naruto, but you are really into eating food? A+ transition writing there, Zach. Now, I already showed you the pizza-shaped skateboard, and we all know that famous Bible verse, no one out-pizzas the hut, but I think I found someone who does out-pizza the hut, and it's Primitive Skateboards again. Now, here's the thing, I spent a lot of time looking at weird and wacky boards all over the internet, and always went back to Primitive Skateboards. But I would be lying to you folks if I didn't tell you that I think I kinda got a crush on some of these boards. Like, first we got the Tahine board for all you fanboys out there. You know who you are. Y'all are wild for trying to make watermelon spicy. And of course, you can't eat all that tahini without washing it down with an adult silly drink. You can put that one right up next to the duff board in the old man cave. I'm not gonna do the voice again because it actually really hurt and I think I'm losing my voice because of it. But, moving on. Now, we've all been in those job interviews before where we get asked, if you had to ride a Sriracha skateboard, would you? Well, now you can, folks. Now again, this board is probably not that practical because you got like 3 inches of space on the nose of the board where the bottle cap is, but as Guy Fieri would say, that board is gangsta. Now of course no condiment section is complete without soy sauce. Can I get a hashtag soy sauce gang in the comments down below? You know, here's the thing, I know a lot of people who are fans of tahini and I know a lot of people who are fans of Sriracha, but I've never met a single soul who's been like, oh yeah, brother, hand me that soy sauce, I put that on everything. Now, we've had some fun times and we've had some weeb times, but now it's time to get funky. So here's the thing, I don't want to do this to y'all, but legally, I gotta, it's in my contract. So let's talk about some weird skateboard shapes where I genuinely don't know why they made them. My first example to show you is the footboard. We asked for this? Like, no, Santa Cruz, I don't want a skateboard that's shaped like a foot. What do I look like, Nickelodeon Studios from 2000 to 2008? That was weird, right? Nah, I'm just joking, Santa Cruz Skateboards. It will go great with my Vans shoe skateboard. Now, somewhere out there deep in the cosmos, someone looked up into the sky and said, but what if skateboard had beard? And Santa Cruz decided that that was a question worth investigating with their limited time here on God's green earth. You know, I always say, I love a board that you gotta keep groomed. And nothing screams fun and exciting like the reminder of a tragic Zeppelin accident. Fish skateboard. We've done a lot of laughing here today, and we've done a lot of judging too. And at the end of the day, we must ask, why? Why do we have skateboards shaped like a Zeppelin, or a fish, or a Naruto? Why? Because it's skateboarding, folks, and skateboarding's all about having some plain old-fashioned ding-dang fun. And I think if you want to ride around on a Dragon Ball skateboard, I think that's pretty cool. And if you want to ride around on a foot-shaped skateboard, talk to your therapist.